Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Shalom. It's your brother Halak from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai with another video. And we're going to start here in Revelation 6 and 4, and it reads, "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword." And this is talking about Esau, Edom being in the power seat, in a position of power, because that's what a horse represents. You see, you're on a horse, that means you're in a position of power. And as this man has been in his position of power, as he's living out the fullness of his blessing, according to what his forefather Esau received from our forefather Isaac, he's lived by way of the sword, wholeheartedly. Even more so now here as this thing is winding down. But this is the condition that the world will be in up under this devil. Constant war raging. As we can see, you see, we're on the brink of World War III popping off. You see, now we know and understand that the mark of the beast, the MOTB, has to be made mandatory first, but all these different provocation and all this tension between the nations is going to lead up to the ultimate war, you see, being waged when it's all said and done. And Esau, you see, is going to bring this upon himself, man. And it's all according to prophecy. Let's get another one. Revelation 11 and 14, it says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." World War III is already passed. World War II is already passed. World War III is on the brink right now as we speak. Because what's going on with Iran, man, we don't see this thing dying down. You know, and like I said, and if it does cool down a little bit, we understand and know what prophecy says ultimately. World War III is going to be fought. You see, there's no getting around it. There's no getting out of it. The Most High said it's got to come to pass. And it's coming quickly, and all the signs show us that it's very close. We're just one black swan event away from all hell breaking loose. You see total chaos in society, and them reining it in by way of this MOTB being made mandatory, and then World War III will pop off. So it's got to happen, but it's coming quickly. You see, like it tells us in the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, "Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Now I have not an article, Slakia. Now I have this short right here from YouTube, and this is I don't know, this Sean Ryan. He's talking to Tucker Carlson. Now listen to what Tucker has to say. And the thing is, we told you through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, the men of Great Millstone, beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, have been at the forefront of telling the world this for decades now. And what did you people do? You scoffed, you mocked, you talked shit. Oh, World War III would never happen. It would never get to that point. And look where we are now. Just as we told you would be according to the Most High's will. You see that? Everything that we have told you will come to pass is happening. You see this? Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. You see? And what I said right there was all praises unto Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah. You see that? So let me get some water real quick. Let's play this video.
Do you think we're going into World War III? The fact that anyone would even consider getting within 1,000 miles of around with a nuclear exchange just shows you that the core impulse here is suicide. And that's why
And that goes back to what we just read in Revelation. That goes back to this. Revelation 6 and 4. You see this? This is the world upon the Esau Edom, the wicked the Bible speaks of, man. That's living by the fullness of his blessing. And he can't stop. You got all these people praying for Trump to call for a ceasefire, to turn back the hands of time, like R. Kelly, all this other shit. It can't stop. What you people must realize is this is what the Most High has ordained before the world was even created. This world is turning, you see, according to what the Most High has ordained before the world was even created. Everything that has happened on this earth, it's been all according to the Most High's will, and this final world's war is no different. It's not going to stop. It's not going to die down and go back to the days of the late and early 90s. It ain't going back to what it was in the 80s and the 70s. It's not going back to that. It's only going to continue to descend deeper and deeper into chaos, confusion, death, and destruction, because that's what's foretold to happen at the end of the heathen age, according to what the Most High has spoken. You see? So that's why we see this thing playing out the way it's playing out. It's been ordained by the Most High, man. Matter of fact, these are some of my favorite scriptures to get. Isaiah 46, and we'll read verse 8. It says, "Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure." And this is what we have told you would be, and this is what you're finally witnessing right before your eyes. And we was telling you before it even got to this point, when America still had a little bit of fun juice left in it, everybody was bouncing around having a good old jolly time. We told you these days were coming, and none of you believed us. But now look at you. In the midst of what we prophesied would come years ago, you're living in it now. You're living in the midst of the words of these pages being fulfilled right around you. And everything else that we have prophesied to come to pass according to the Most High's will is what is what the entire world is about to live through. Because the Most High is going to do everything that he set in motion from the beginning. You see this?
Pulse here is suicide. And that's why I personally think it's spiritual. The word demonic is suddenly being overused. It's everywhere.
He say he thinks it's spiritual because it is. This is what the Most High wants. The God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, this is what he wants. This is what has to be fulfilled according to his word that he's spoken. You see this? Another one, real quick. Isaiah 55 and 11. "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." So it's all spiritual. Everything that we see going on around us is all spiritual, because what? It's happening according to what the Most High said would be, man. So yes, it's very spiritual.
Pulse here is suicide. And that's why I personally think it's spiritual. The word demonic is suddenly being overused. It's everywhere because it's real. Yeah, if you see a human movement that's anti-human, the push toward nuclear war for its own sake is by definition anti-human, I would say. AI is anti-human by definition. Transgenderism is anti-human by definition. Do people act against their own long-term interest? Probably not.
Now, who's at the forefront of all this being pushed forth? The wars, AI and transhumanism and transgenderism and rainbow flag agenda. Who's at the forefront of that, man? The wicked of the Bible, the Edomites, the so-called white race. They're the ones at the forefront of pushing all this madness, man, and it's leading up to their destruction. You see? This is the result of the Edomite being in power. And it's going to lead up to the greatest destruction the world has ever seen taking place. As the promised land is going to be engulfed in nuclear fire and flame, and America, Babylon the Great, is going to be completely destroyed, turned into a desolation to never be inhabited again. We've been telling you that this is coming. And with them doing everything they're doing in Iran, everything's right on time, right on track to be fulfilled.
Actually, so it's probably not human. I mean, looking at this like very autistically.
Through, scared, terrified. That was a nervous laugh if I heard one. These people are terrified of what they're seeing, man. And in the back of his mind, he's calling back to remembrance what? The time that he encountered the apostles and elders of Great Millstone up there in New York, man. Because they showed this man directly out of the book. They gave him some understanding, man. And now it's starting to click to him. These people are terrified. You see?
Do dogs act against their own collective interest? Do caribou? Do porcupines? Do single-cell amoeba? No animal does that because it's not natural. Animals are part of nature. They do natural things. People are subject to the supernatural, so they do things that are not natural, like kill themselves. That's why we're the only species that kills itself. So when you kill yourself, whether slowly or all at once, you're being acted on by forces outside of you, spiritual forces. Do you think we're...
Why? Because the Most High is mustering this, man. As it tells us in Isaiah 34. What's this? No. Isaiah 13. Yep. This is Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13 and 2, it says, "Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles." And this is what we're doing, man. The banner being what? The Holy Bible and everything that's contained in it. Will give you the true understanding of what is written. You see? Here in Esau's chief dwelling place, America, man. Brothers are worldwide, all throughout the internet, lifting up this banner, exalting the voice unto them. You see, rebuking them according to what's written in the scriptures. And now this is reached into the gates of the nobles, and this is why we see them moving in the earth like madmen. Because they're trying to stop, you see, what they see coming to pass. They're trying to hinder the miles of the men of the Lord. And this is why you've seen so many different restrictions be put up on YouTube and on the internet over the past few years. That's to try to hinder the prophets. But you can't stop this, man, because this is not of man. This is of the Most High. You see? This is what you wicked elite have been subject to from the beginning. You ain't never been outside of this. The Most High has never been on your side. He's allowed you to do everything that you need to do for us to get to this point. And this is what we've been telling you ever since we woke up. You see this? Isaiah 13 and 3, it says, "I have commanded my sanctified ones," and the sanctified ones are who? The men of the Lord. "I have called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness." And that goes into the angels, who are all throughout the earth, pulling recon, watching everything that you wicked ass people are doing behind the scenes. Ain't nothing being hid from the Most High. You see? Nothing. What is that scripture? Is that Hebrews? Oh, that's what we have to do. I know it's in Hebrews. Yup, Hebrews 4:13. There it is. It says what? Hebrews 4:13. Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight. Because what? The angels are everywhere, beholding everything, especially when it comes to us. You see that? Especially when it comes to us Israelites, man. Everything that we're watching, everything that we're doing is being watched by the Most High because we're His chosen people. Now, that doesn't mean that you heathen are getting away with anything that you're doing behind the scenes. We've been telling you this. You might be able to deceive man with this, or paint yourself in a good light as if you're just the beacon of light to the world, and you're just so holy and righteous and pure, and you never done anything wrong, and you're the victim, and everybody's persecuting you unrighteously. Nah, man, the angels are seeing what the fuck you doing behind the scenes. We've been saying this. All those wicked sacrifices, all that eating of children, and all the madness that you find in the Epstein files, which is just the tip of the iceberg. The angels have seen everything. And guess what? They reported it back to the heavens, man. And this is why we're in the time of the days blowing by. Because it's what? It's time for you devils and you wicked ass people in the earth to receive your judgment. Because the Most High has seen everything, man. It's time for judgment to be poured out. Hebrews 4:13, it goes on to say, but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. Ain't nothing being hid from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Nothing. Nothing being hid. Nothing being hid from Yahweh Shem Yahushua Salakia. But let's go back to this. So the angels, those who are rejoicing in the Most High's highness, you see, that's who the mighty ones are, the angels. Now, Isaiah 13:4 goes on to say, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. And that's what we're about to start to see happen. As this thing continues to intensify, you see, because the least of the flock is drawing them out, because that's why all this is going on. You see, the 1948ers are at the forefront of spearheading World War III. Just simple and plain. And the dumbass American president is following right into the slaughter. And this is going to cause all the nations, well, as we can see, America's allies are turning their back upon them. You had some military planes they got banned from the Spanish air base because they refused to let them launch from their air base to go and attack Iran. So you see the allies of America, they're slowly but surely backing away from Babylon the Great because of what they're doing and following the state of Israel into this war. And this is what it's been for the last few years, man. That the relationship between America and its allies has been deteriorating more and more each and every year, to where America and the state of Israel are about to find themselves isolated. And no one understands this. That's all by the Most High's design. You see, you had this other guy, this one of these military officials, man. He even said it. But once again, we've been telling y'all this. You see, we've been telling y'all this for years. That when it was all said and done, America was going to be abandoned by its allies because of how they're sticking with the state of Israel. You see, and causing all this provocation and all this tension. That shit is rubbing the allies of America the wrong way, man. And when it's all said and done, the rest of the world is gonna team up against Babylon the Great and the state of Israel. It's all laid out in prophecy. But Isaiah 13:4 goes on to say, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. So the Most High is causing all this to happen, man. He's in control of this. Matter of fact, just to get a point on this real quick, Daniel 7 and 14. No, what am I thinking about? 4 and 17 is lucky. Daniel 4 and 17 says what? This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. You see this? Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the bases of men. So the Most High isn't controlling. He's mustering the host of the battle, man. These nations are going to war because the Most High commanded them to. You see, it's programmed into them to go to war. They have no choice. They have no option. This is what they're subject to. And they'll fulfill it in the fullness of it, man, and to perfection. You see that? Now, Isaiah 13 and 5, it goes on to say, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. What is this talking about? This is talking about the Most High having these heathen fire off these ICBM missiles. And the majority of the missiles on the earth, they're going to be pointed toward the west. They're going to be pointed toward the state of Israel, you see, with the vast majority of the other ones pointed at the land of America to turn this land into a desolation. You see this? This is what all this provocation, all this shit here, all this, let's see if we're going to pull it up. All this is going to lead up to World War III popping off. Just go and read these different articles, man. World News. You see that? All this is going to lead up to the final result the Most High set in the fabric of existence of America being destroyed. This is what's coming. You see this? This is how World War III is going to be fought, by way of nuclear missiles. And America and the state of Israel are going to come out on the losing end, man. We're telling you what it's going to be before it happens, because the Most High revealeth real quick. Amos 3 and 7, it says, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. You see this? And this is why we can come out with such great boldness and tell you exactly what it is. And we've been 100% correct on everything that we've been telling you through the Spirit. You see that? The Most High he's let us in on the secret of what he's going to do, or what he intends to do. So let's go back here. Matter of fact, let's get this one too. Let's get Jeremiah 49. It might be Jeremiah 49 and Jeremiah 50. Let me see. 49. I'm 50. It's right here. This is Jeremiah 50 and 45. It says, Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that he have taken against Babylon, which is America, you see, and his purposes that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock, which are the 1948ers, those Israelis, shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And this is already set in motion. It's not a coincidence that everything that the state of Israel commands the U.S. to do is being done. That's prophetic. The least of the flock, one of the smallest, nations on the earth, they're at the forefront of this, man. And they're about to draw America into a war that they're going to lose. You see this? The state of Israel is about to draw America into a war, and the end result is America becoming a desolation. burned up to never be inhabited again. Jeremiah 50:46 it says, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved. Because once those ICBMs start to detonate here on this soil, it's going to cause the greatest earthquake the world has ever experienced. An earthquake so great, a destruction so great, is going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunken. It's going to cause the earth to be shaken. You see this? So Jeremiah 50:46 it says, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. And that goes into Revelation 18. You see, they're mourning because they ain't going to be able to make no more money off of this place, the number one consuming nation on the planet. We're just giving you the heads up, man. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but at the end of the day, what we're telling you is what's about to transpire. You see? What's coming to pass. So let's go here. Where is it? Isaiah 13. It says, well, Babylon will fall to the Medes, so America will fall to the Russians. You see that? Because the ones who are playing the modern day Medes are the Russians because of that area that they inhabit. And as we see America continuing on this bullying campaign right along with the state of Israel, Russia is going to step into the fray, as it is set to come to pass according to Ezekiel 38. And the Russia is going to be at the forefront, spearheading the launch of these nuclear missiles to the state of Israel and to America, Babylon the Great. And we're trying to tell y'all, man, this is what's coming. This shit is not going away. You see? This is not going away. So it goes on to say, Isaiah 13:17, it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes, which are the Russians, against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. You see this? It's going to be merciless when Russia finally has to step in, and it gets to that point, and they're going to be merciless in what they do. When they fire them ICBM missiles off, they're not going to discriminate. They're not going to slow down to stop, or a kill switch is going to be hit because it's falling upon a child or a woman with child. It is not going to matter. These missiles have been created to be wasters, man. They're going to destroy. You see, I have a few other reels going into how those people in over there in the Western Asia, how they're living, man. Just constant fear of fucking bombs falling from the sky. Hey, that same energy is coming to America on a completely different level. Hypersonic ICBMs are going to be sent this way, man. And everything upon the soils of America, when these missiles start to detonate, are going to be destroyed. The only ones who are escaping this is the 1/3 of the elect of Israel, with the rest of the elect being gathered from the different regions of the earth that we've been scattered to. You see that? And once it gets to this point, what does it go on to say in prophecy? Isaiah 13:19, it says, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. You hear this? So Sodom and Gomorrah went out by fire and brimstone raining from the heavens. The same thing is going to happen, except for this time the fire and brimstone is going to come in the form of 200 million thermonuclear warheads, as it tells you in Revelation chapter 9. This is how America's going out. Fire raining from the heavens. This is what we are about to see transpire as Donald Trump continues to follow the state of Israel deeper and deeper into this war. This is the fate of America. You see? So Isaiah 13:20 it says, "It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there." So no more people living in this land, no more heathen coming over here, setting up shop. America and everything in it is about to be erased. It tells you in the book of Jeremiah that the hindermost of the nations shall come a dry land, a desert, and a waste. This is what America is about to become. While you have this idiot Trump sitting up here talking all proud as if he just got everything on lock. He got everything sort of. He's just so in control. No, you're not. And we've been telling you this. You're not in control. In no shape, form, or fashion, man. Once again, Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi is mustering the host of the battle. And this is what we've been longing for. And we're fully embracing this, man. Is it going to be scary? Fuck yeah. You see this? But this is what's needed before we can enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. And we want the kingdom. We're tired of living amongst all this fucking wickedness, all this confusion, you see, just under the fullness of the curses, getting our ass whooped by the heathen every day. It's time out for all that madness, man. And this is a part of the Most High bringing our captivity to an end by causing these nations to be gathered for war, and then ultimately ICBMs being shot off, man. This is what's needed for us to go home. And we're all for it, man. And may Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi allow us to be more and more bold as every day passes by. As these days get darker and darker, may Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi allow us to continue to grow bolder with more faith, more trust, and more belief as this heathen age collapses and we're ushered into the age of righteousness where we're going to rule forever according to what the Most High has promised. This is what's needed, man. Isaiah 13:21 it says, "But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there." You see, that's what's going to inhabit this land once the smoke clears, man. The fire dies down and the smoke clears. Only unclean, you see, desert creatures and unclean and hateful birds is going to dwell here, man. No human life will be found anywhere upon the soils of America. The people that you're witnessing here right now, this will be the last batch of people that ever set foot in this land and live in it. Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi is closing the curtain on this bitch, man. The water. Isaiah 13:22 it says, "And wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged." And this wasn't prophesied to happen to ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon didn't go out this way. Ancient Babylon didn't go out like Sodom and Gomorrah did with fire raining from the heavens. This is a future prophecy pertaining to this place known as America. You see, the Most High has stamped the expiration date upon this place, just like all the heathen empires before it. And just like every heathen empire finally got to their expiration date, America's expiration date is about to happen soon, man. It won't be destroyed 1 second before or 1 second after the time that the Most High has ordained, that only He knows. You see? So we're going to continue to preach and prophesy until we can't no more. But at the end of the day, it's only going to be what the men of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi says it's going to be. We ain't speaking our own words, man. This is the Most High's counsel that we see playing out around us. You see, and according to that counsel, America is destined to be destroyed as they follow the state of Israel deeper and deeper into World War III. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.